guys, and welcome to Medieval Dynasty, a game in which you hunt, survive, build, and lead in the harsh Middle Ages. Create your own medieval dynasty and ensure its long-lasting prosperity, or die trying. Now, this game has a lot of blends of different features. It kind of combines survival aspects with simulations and village building, town building, all in three-dimensional space, and role-playing as well as strategy. It has a lot of features already built into the game, which are already fully working. We streamed it for about 2.5 hours, and I have to say, I definitely took me by surprise and had a lot more fun than I expected. Now, it didn't come onto my radar originally because a lot of people were asking why I'm not playing this, because I follow a lot of survival tags, and it actually didn't show up under survival. The survival elements are not as strong in that as we are used to from other games, so hence I didn't even notice that it was there. But thank you very much for sharing that the game is out and to give it a try. We did check it out on stream, as I said, and it was a lot of fun. So we're gonna get into it here, and we'll see how we get on. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good time. So let's get started.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks, I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
And here we go. Now, I don't know, I may or may not leave the intro in the game because there's a lot of hectic music. I'm not sure if we're going to get copyright issues or not. I'm going to try to leave it in, but if I get problems, I might have to cut it out. In case I have to cut it out, basically, your character is a character which has been living with their family, and there was a big war broke out, everything got destroyed, and then your character remembered that his mother was talking of a character called Lorden, which was an uncle of his that lived very far away, which is basically where we are now, going to Gostovia, where we're looking for our Uncle Lorden, for what our Uncle Lorden left behind, where he used to live and had some land or something like that and made his riches and his wealth. So we are basically trying to go there now. So that's where we start, and we have to talk to the Castellan, as it says on the top right. So we are going to Gostovia, and then we have a place called Hornica right behind us. Why would you ever leave that place? It sounds like a dream come true. Look at this. This looks absolutely stunning. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think it's a fixed map. I don't think it's a dynamic generated map. But even though it is big, it is very large. We're going to look at the map in a second just to see how big it is. I think somebody was saying on stream that it takes an hour to walk across the whole map from left to right. This game, just up front, it has seasons, which is really interesting. So some of the things are completely impacted by the season you're at. We're now in the season on the top. You can see in the middle it's green. And I think the next season will be yellow, which is then summer. And if you pick up right now berries, for example, in a berry bush, they're not ripe. But if you wait until the next season, the berries will be ripe. So it's kind of nice to see how the environment reacts to the different seasons as well. Now, this game has a lot of features already and a lot of building, RPG-style elements, skills, leveling tech trees. You can build, apparently, like whole villages, hire NPCs to work for you. Basically, as the game title says, build your own dynasty. And it also has like an heir system. You can get married, you can have children, which then continue continue to play your life when you die. What that means exactly in practical terms, I don't know. I don't know if it means that you can actually play the game until you die and then your son character takes over, and if you don't have an heir, is the game over then? I don't know. I have no idea. We will figure that all out. Hello there. So in this village here, Unighost is the man we have to talk to. So basically the gist of this is I'm looking for my uncle. He says, well, your uncle is dead, but he did a lot of good for the town. He built all the buildings. He did really well. But then he got ambushed by some bandits one day, and that was the end of it. And whatever the wolves didn't devour, he buried. So Unighost is the guy that that basically buried our uncle's remains. So, but I am getting my own land. So he's saying that's not good enough. I may not have goods or gold to offer, but you can have as much land here as you want. Not sold, but granted to you for life. Build a house, grow vegetables, keep some livestock, and follow your uncle's dreams. And that's how you start. So you literally can start building anywhere you want. I understand. Do you have any advice for me to start with? As much as you put to good use, my boy, as long as you can pay your taxes. Yeah, I haven't figured out the whole tax system yet. And then he gives you some hints as well. You can cut down trees to build your house, reed to grow, grows by the river to work well for a roof. So you're going to end up getting your first quest here now. So here it gives you some idea what you can look at. You have the menu, which gives you your inventory, your skills, your journals, your map, your management and technology. We're going to look at all these now in a second. The construction wheel is opened with Q, and the inspector mode, which is left alt, which is actually pretty cool. And because you can see things like finding new spears when you throw them, pretty much like 7 Days to Die, except you have a button to activate it, which I actually wish 7 Days to Die would have as well, that you wouldn't see it all the time, but you could kind of just enable it. That would be really cool. So our first quest is a chapter quest, a new beginning. We need to make a stone axe, cut some trees, get 20 straw, which we're going to get from the reeds on the river, and build our own first house. So this is actually the map I said I'm going to show you. It's quite big, and you have loads of towns here. There's actually a quest in Honica. What the name? The name is fantastic. But we are currently in Gostovia. There's a little quest here as well. We're not going to do them right now. We already have a quest, which you can see in our journal here. And this is the one we currently have active, a new beginning. So we're going to have to make a stone axe, cut trees. You see, we already picked up the rocks and the sticks, so we already covered on that, and build our first house. So we have to find a good spot here. You can see it's 21 degrees. It's 11:37 on time. It's currently spring, and the seasons last for 3 days, I believe, but I think the game reminds you on that later on. And yeah, we're not going to go too much into the other screens yet, because some of them I don't even fully understand. On the bottom left, you have your stamina, which is your green bar. You have your health bar, which is the red. Then your hunger and thirst is on the right. So we're already thirsty a little bit and a little bit hungry. So let's go and find a spot that would actually not be bad for building. Now, I like flat area because we are going to have to probably build quite a lot. So let's have a look over here. This is a really nice area. There's a lot of reeds that you can find, so which we have to pick up. So the reeds are not the actual things that you see here with the brown tips. The reeds are actually just the things that look like these grass bushels. So, and we have to pick up about 20, I think. Yeah, there you go. So you pick them up and they actually get picked up as straw. So you don't have to craft it into straw or anything. And then, yeah, we have enough sticks, so we don't need to pick up any more. So let's get the rest of the reeds. And then we're going to have to go and look where we potentially can set up shop. You can swim as well, which is great. And currently there's no breathing underwater, so you can just be forever underwater, and you can also drink the water while you swim. There you go. You can just drink the water directly from the river, which is awesome. You don't get poisoned or anything. It replenishes all your thirst straight away, which is absolutely fantastic. I wonder if it would make sense to build like somewhere here and then slowly start taking away all the forest and start building up a little village here. Maybe it would make sense. Maybe we should start deforesting things. Here's a little path. I like it. Here's a little path, and then we can have our village here to the left and the right of the path. Maybe that's a good idea. Let's start it. Let's do it. Why not? So let's craft our first axe. We go into the crafting menu. We have the choice between crafting, building, and other. So we're going to go into here, and the first thing we want to craft is a stone axe. So he does a little hand movement here. It takes a couple of seconds and bam, there we go. Now, what we have to do is we have to go into the menu here and then tell it what key we wanted to assign. So say I want number 3 for my axe. I just press number 3 and it assigns it. Now the torch is going into a special torch slot. So you just equip it. Oh, whoops. It's F. I keep pressing E. I don't know why. I'm used to by other games to press everything with E. This is a game where you have to F everything. Everything is with F. So you're going to put it here. And then no matter what you have in your hand, you can always take the torch out with F, which is pretty cool. So let's chop down our first tree. There we go. Each hit 20%. That's okay. It's actually quite fast. There you go. And then once you chop it down, you have to hit it again to make logs out of it. Well, more than once sometimes. There you go. Depends on the thickness of the tree. And there you go. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 logs. We need 6 logs to build our first building, so let's get another tree. And also the tree stumps, the only way I know to get rid of them is if you holster and you go with your bare hands and you hit it with your bare hands. There you go. It's gone. I think if the trunk stays, it grows back. I have no idea. I haven't seen it grow back yet, a tree, so I can't really say if that's true or not. So let's get another tree here quickly. Beautiful. And now we definitely have enough logs. So let's go into the building menu again. Go to building. We have houses, resources. There's so much. And a lot of that stuff you still have to unlock. So you can see it says not enough technology building. So you need to level up your building skills to a certain point before you can actually make this building. And obviously the more you do things, like I said, it's active skills they are. So the more you do something, the more points you get in that. So the more we gather and collect, the more we level up our survival and get more survival points. And after every certain amount of points, we unlock something in the survival tree. And the same for building and crafting and all the other ones. So let's actually see where we can build our house. So let's go and place a house down. Simple house. Very good. And the entrance to this here, I kind of would like to have my house kind of a little bit looking forward, but at the same time be looking out the back maybe. So we just place it down here. Let's see what happens. Boom. You see the way it destroys everything around it, which is really, really nice. I absolutely love that. A lot of games just leave all the bushes underneath, and this is just beautiful. I absolutely love it. That's why I don't mind if you have a building there, or here. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely great. We're not going to collect the berries now because during spring they turn into unripened berries when you pick them up, and then you can't eat them anyway. You actually have a chance of 20% chance of food poisoning as well. So now to actually finish the building, you have to use the hammer that we got from our friend, the wooden hammer. Assign that into a slot. Let's put it to slot number 1. And you can see now here, you have to hit the actual walls until the resources are spent. There you go. Boom. Now you can actually, I think, hit Q. Is it Q? No, it's not. What is it? E for edit. And then you can say, oh, I actually want this wall to be a door, or I want this wall to be a different wall. And I want this wall to be out of stone. Out of wattle wall. A wattle wall is the default, but we don't have all the other resources yet. But don't worry about it. You can pick the wattle wall first, and then later on you can use your hammer. And I just, what is it? Right click the hammer and hold it, and then you can say upgrade. And it will then say, okay, we upgrade from a wooden wall to wooden walls, and then from a wooden wall to daup or something like that, yeah? So, which is pretty cool. I love that. So you don't have to worry about building with the right resource straight away. Now, we have a lot of sticks. We don't have a lot of logs. So let's use all the sticks we have right now to finish the walls as much as we can. There we go, 2 more sticks. And we have to chop down another 3 trees anyway, which is going to give us then all the logs we need. So let me just chop down 3 more trees so we can finish our house. Okay, this is our 5th tree now, so hopefully that will be enough to finish the house. I also don't want to have the trees regrow, just in case they do. So we're going to destroy all of these guys here, but only around where we live. If we go and chop down anything else somewhere else, I'm absolutely fine with it to regrow. I just don't want it right here where we're building. There we go. Excellent. So let's see if we can finish this building, if this is enough. We need more sticks. Definitely need more sticks. Oh, food. Food is an essential parameter for life, and without it, HP drops. You must eat to restore it. Initially, you can hunt animals for meat, but raw meat can cause poisoning. In spring, morel mushrooms are edible and can be found in the forest, but unripe berries can cause poisoning. So that's what I was talking about earlier. But in the summer, the berries are ripe and good to eat, and in the fall, there's a much larger selection of mushrooms, but you need to be careful with the poisonous one. So basically, I don't think the seasons right now are a killer if you miss a season on doing something, but I like the idea of each season having a purpose where you can say, yeah, actually, it's summer now, so why don't we spend the first day of summer collecting all of these resources that we can't get any other time. And I think food also goes off, so you have to be careful that you don't get collect too much of something because it's just going to spoil, and then all your bushes are gone and it's completely pointless. And yes, you can farm yourself as well. I haven't figured out farming fully myself yet though. Okay, so we have all the logs done, and let's get out of the house here, and all we need now is a lot more sticks. So let's pick up a few more sticks, and then we should be okay finishing our house. Now, because we're getting closer to nightfall, the game is telling you all about the seasons and the sleep. So there are 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. The season changes automatically after 3 days. Many things depend on seasons, including the sowing and harvesting times for different cereals and vegetables. Also, the timing of the availability of wild food resources, including berries and mushrooms. There are different temperatures during the various seasons, so you need to have suitable clothing ready for these. You can sleep in your bed or by the fire between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. Sleeping by the fire does not restore health. Sleeping in your bed restores your HP a little. All right, let's finish our house. Boom. And look at this. Beautiful. So you can see here the torch looks really, really nice. We automatically get a cauldron, which is amazing. We also get a chest, which is absolutely fantastic. And we get a double bed and a single bed. So this is a full setup of a house. Now this here is pretty awesome. You can actually light this. Now we don't need this. And conserve the torch. And you can actually cook either on the bottom here. Let me just try to get cooking. There we go. Come on. There you go. Cooking roasted meat. So this is just if you have some raw meat on you, or you can click on the cauldron and have different recipes where you can mix like some porridge with oat grain or rye grain. You can make cabbage and meat, mix it together. And these are really, really good meals. So you also get a storage chest, which is amazing straight away. So we can put everything in there we don't actually need right now, like the mussels of the mushrooms. We don't actually need them. They only give us 1 food anyway. So you can just transfer it all in. Now there is a limit, of course, how much you can carry, but there doesn't seem to be a limit on the storage. Now it says there's a weight limit, but I usually can always put stuff in. Maybe if it goes really high over the limit, you can't. I'm not really sure. I also picked up these St. John's Wort, which reduce levels of poisoning. They literally are just everywhere on the ground, like so randomly. They're yellow little flowers. So let me just put everything in here. I love the controls. Once you get used to them, it's actually pretty awesome. You just click on something, you press F to transfer, and then with Q and A, with Q and E, you can decide if you want to go to maximum or minimum, or with A and D, you can go in places of 1 to transfer items to the chest, which is really, really cool. So we're very hungry right now. So let's eat a little bit. Let's go into our inventory. I would say let's eat the apples first because it gives you some food and water, but it gives you a little bit of food, and we make some room. And then we eat some dried meat, which gives us 5 food. There we go. A lot of food we need to eat. There you go. We have only 9 left. That is insane. So let's see what we can already craft. Crafting, we can make the stone skinning knife. Very good. And can we also make the spear already? Excellent. So we can make multiple spears. I like to at least have 2 spears. Actually, let's make all 3 spears. And I like them because you can throw them. So having multiple spears means you don't have to put them into multiple slots. You put them just into 1 slot, and then you can just throw multiple of them. So if we go here to the weapons, we go to spear, I press number 1. It means now that all my wooden spears will be queued up here under number 1. And I don't know why they don't stack here, these 2. Oh, there's 2 here and there's 1 here, but are they different quality? Oh, 100% durability. No, there's no difference between these 2, yeah, so I'm not sure why they're not stacked. And then, of course, we have our stone axe, our simple torch, and our stone knife, which I'm going to put onto 7, because I don't think I actually need it for anything. And, it's our only melee weapon, actually, as well right now. And then we're going to put, the hammer is actually gone. We used up the hammer, I think. Yeah, if we want to craft more or build more, we have to make a new hammer, which is easy. It's a wooden hammer. So, yeah, and now we have to set the rabbit trap. I don't want to set the rabbit trap too close to where we are, just in case it matters if we're near it. So I would say let's go a little bit over here. Oh, look at this, loads of mushrooms, nice. To the river and set it up here maybe, near the path, but far enough away from our house. There we go, so let's see. Other traps, rabbit traps, and you can only build 1 trap. So if I try to build another one, it's actually going to say that I reached my limit. Now, I think with skills and all that in the tech tree, you can unlock to get more traps at the same time. But they're they look after themselves. You just walk away every now and then, you check it, and you see a rabbit. It looks on your map as well, you can see it. I don't know if the icon changes if there's a trap, so it would be cool, so you don't have to go and check it every time. If the trap actually would be over the rabbit, and then you just loot it, and that's it. It loses some durability, and after a few times you have to replace it and build a new one, and that's about it. So let's see, hunt wild animals is the next quest. So I think we can do that. So let's take the spear into our hand and see if we can find something. Okay, I think we have a deer over there, so let's be very careful. And we have to aim a bit higher. There's quite a drop on the spears. Let me see. I think we got it. If we held left alt, we can see our spear. No, we missed. Oh, there's a rabbit though. So let's pick up... Oh, a fox. Oh, there's so many animals right now. Oh, come on. Oh, yes, we got the fox. Oh, I think it actually is attacking us now. But it's limping. Oh, nice. Okay. And our stick actually broke. All right. Okay, so we didn't get hurt. That's awesome. So let's just hold this down and skin the fox. Let's see if we can find our other spears. Excellent. Beautiful. Let's pick it up and pick this one up. And they should automatically go back to the slot you assigned them in. Yeah, going into the special mode here actually uses up stamina. So you have to be careful about that. Just in case you leave yourself in a vulnerable position with an animal that attacks you back, like the fox. If you ever wonder who has a quest in the village or who is a trader, all you have to do is enable your special ghost vision, and you can see Adelina, for example, there. She sells things. Alvan has a quest. Jarogniva has something to sell. And Unighost over there has a quest for us as well, which is the one we're actually going to talk to now. And he also, I think, has tradables, apparently. There you go. All right, so Unighost gave us another quest just now to... actually, let me show me your wares. What do you sell, actually? Oh, a sai. And, oh, a water skin. Nice. Oh, for 200, though. Holy balls, that's a lot. Okay, what do wooden spears actually sell for? I sell for a few coins, and he has 1,000 coins. So, yeah, we could craft a few and sell them, I suppose. So that's interesting. Now, there is a very nice chat system in this game. So you can talk to people, and... as you talk to them, they gain affection towards you if you talk about nice things. And then you can get also Dynasty reputation. Let's see if we can actually check that out. So we say, hey, do you have a minute? I recently got into hunting. Do you have any tips? So on the top left, you can see approval. So that gives you an approval rating now. So let's say goodbye for now. And I think the approval rating shows up... I'm not actually sure where the approval rating shows up and what it matters. Is it per person or is it overall for the village or the area? I actually don't know. So I'm still trying to understand all that. But basically, the more approval you get, the better, of course. And the more approval you get from the person, the more options you potentially get in a conversation with them, especially when you have to start talking to women to see if you can find one to marry. You have to obviously charm them, talk to them more. It's actually a very interesting system. So anyway, our next quest is a side quest, which we're going to make the active one, which is to talk to Sambor. Now, Sambor is the quest we just got from Unighost, which is a hunter, and he spotted some wolves. And we are having to talk to him now to ask him about the wolves that he spotted. But he is 714 meters away into this direction over here. So let's jump over there and quickly talk to him. Some of the people, when you turn on your special site, have statistics on them. And I think those are people that you potentially can hire later on to work for you. So you can see... Motley Boga, for example, is very good at mining, yeah, and has a levels the stamina is too low, and has level 3 survivability. Meanwhile, Odin over here has a level 5 mining, so which is really, really nice. So I don't know exactly how this whole NPC system works yet. So again, if you have any ideas, of course, tips, let me know in the comments below. But this is obviously a very good way of checking out who is capable, of doing a certain job before you hire them, which is really, really awesome. Also, look at this. We have chicks, we have chicken, we have little chicks, and you can buy them for 1,000, which is the whole husbandry system. which is in the game, which is going to be amazing. So you can actually have your own chicken farm, have eggs potentially every morning. I have no idea. I didn't try it yet, but obviously that would make sense. So let's continue and talk to Samber. I just had to show this. This is really awesome. There's Samber actually over here. He lives over there in that hut, but he just went for a walk. So let's talk to him. Samber, who are you and what do you want? So basically, I tell him who I am and tell him that I'm the nephew of Lorden and that he says he doesn't care. You know, a great man. It's a shame that we lost him. And if you only have them, and so he's gonna give me some crap about him. But then I'm gonna say, no, we're here about the wolves. So I'm asking him if we want to kill the wolves together. And he says, are you crazy? They're in huge packs. There's 2 packs that he knows of, and that there's 2 villages that are in danger potentially, and we should alert them. So I really like that as well. That there's some realism, I suppose, in a way, because yeah, sure, I could probably go and just kill a wolf or 2, but it's like 2 packs of wolves. Are you crazy? You know, so you have to get the whole village behind you on that and not just try to be like a hero. Also, try to stay on the path when you walk to areas, because if you stray off the path, there's like bears and wolves in a lot of areas, so you have to be very, very careful. So let's head back to Unighost to tell him that we have the information and we have to tell Unighost about the wolf pack attacks. Oh, crap! Oh no, our HP is low. Oh wow, okay. We are only having... Oh, he's bleeding. Oh, we can't attack him actually with this. Is that crazy or what? Okay, we have no weapons. Can we punch it? Oh, it's there. Excellent. Okay, let's get a tree and actually kill it, because we might as well. We lost so much health. We might as well see if we can kill it with another spear. I mean, we can throw it from the distance, which is fine. Come on, hit the tree. There we go. It's right there. Excellent. So we can go in, craft. Let's craft all 4, just to be on the safe side. And then we should be able to kill it. I think throwing the spear might actually be better than tapping it, because I killed some big game in the stream, like, you know, with just 3 spears in the face. Okay, we actually have to reassign it because they're all gone. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Excellent. It only had a little bit of health left. It would be nice if there would be like a bleed effect. You know, I mean, we stabbed it so many times, you would think that it would bleed out. But that is a good bit of meat. Excellent. You can also make a campfire right here in the middle of wherever. It doesn't matter. And you can sleep on it to pass the night, but you don't gain any health, as the instructions earlier said. So you can just light it. There we go. And then you can just press on it and cook it. So let's cook all the meat that we got from the boar, which is only 4 pieces, but it should give us back a little bit of hunger at least, which is not bad at all. And then we're going to head back to Unighost to talk to him about the wolves. So let's see how much we get. It's 6 food per. Excellent. And that's actually really, really good. So we're right back. Oh, look at that. Hello. We can do goose as well. We can buy. I wonder if we can actually make like husbandry, make goose, craft goose, whichever way it works, raise them and then sell them and make a lot of money. I mean, that's really something I would love to do, like get really popular. You can actually steal stuff as well. And if nobody sees you, then that's okay. But if somebody sees you, you get bad reputation, which is obviously not good. It's very Skyrim-like, I think. So there you go. We're going to talk to Unighost. We're going to tell him that the wolves are coming, basically, and that Gustavia and Danica, or Venica, I don't know if that's a D or a V, I have no idea. It looks like the big brother of that V, so Venica, will have to face wolf attacks soon. So we got a reward now. We got fur hood and fur boots, which is really good for when winter is coming. And he's going to say he's going to take care of our town, but we should go and warn Venica and go to Vagobert. I think it's Dagobert and that's Danica. I'm not really sure. So yeah, it's the letters are really hard to read, some of them, like the D's and the V's. I'm not really sure which one is what, especially when it comes to the capital versions of them. But let's head over to Dagobert and tell him that he's going to have to prepare for the wolf attack. Now, he's all the way out here in Danica or Vanica, and we're gonna have to warn him. So that's actually not a big hike. It's going through the forest, which obviously could get us killed, so we have to be careful that we avoid wolves or bears as we do that. And this is what we got as a reward. We got a fur hood and fur boots. You can see minus 15% heat protection, so it's not very good for cold protection. Sorry, it's not very good for heat protection, but it's very good for cold protection. But it's gonna keep us too hot. But we have our shirt here, for example, which is very good for heat and cold. So we're gonna keep both. And as it gets hotter, we're going to start switching clothes around as well. We just got into the village at nightfall, which is actually quite handy because, like I said, you can sleep on the campfire, but I didn't want to do that outside in the wild. So it would make more sense for me to do it here. Okay, where is he? He's right over there. Excellent. I love that you can do this and see who actually the person is. So let's talk to Dagobert. So I'm going to basically tell him, hey, listen, there's going to be wolves coming your way, so, well, if you're Lorden's nephew, you can't be too bad after all. Is there any proof for that? Now, he wants me to prove that I'm his nephew for some reason, so I tell him that, well, my mother told me he had a scar on his left cheek and an awkward way to get in off a horse's back, something like a childhood injury, okay? Good enough for now, so what do you want? I was sent to alert you that wolves are gathering southeast of your home, and it's the only matter of time before they get curious or hungry, so you should build a palisade and arm your family. There hasn't been any wolf attacks for many, many years. Too many people live here now, and the wolves are retreating into the mountains. It's very unlikely they will come here. Yeah, and then you don't close the beaches, and then children get eaten by sharks. But not impossible. Samba says he has seen a large pack coming closer and closer. Can you be entirely sure about that? You have your wife and your daughter here. Aren't you afraid they could get attacked? Well, you definitely want to build some palisades. You can't have just the open. It could be a bear, for crying out loud. All right, I will take it more seriously, but I'm out of logs. If you can get me 40 of those, I will build the palisade myself. Wow, okay. And my wife will indulge you with the best of our kitchen has to offer. Okay, you have my axe. All right, so now we have to deliver 40 logs. Okay. Wow, 40 logs, that's a lot of work. Well, at least they have a lot of trees, so let's go chopping trees and give this man 40 logs. I think we can only carry about 8 or 9 at a time. Oh, excellent, can we take these? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 40 logs at least. Okay, I don't want to rob the chest, but yeah, this looks like 40 logs. Like, you're taking the mickey there, Dagobert. All right, okay, so I'm gonna go and chop some trees, get some logs, and hand them in, and then hopefully we can actually spend the night doing it. Oh, we got a new level in extraction. Nice. Let me see. Extraction, what is that? Extraction, skill. Extraction. Oh, look at that, mining and harvesting. Skills that determine how good you are in terms of felling trees and mining. Nice. So we get 1 point every time. So I don't fully understand this. So if we spend a point here in extraction, so let's spend a point here, the next level we get +2 skill points from extraction activities. Does that mean we get 1 extra point towards this, or an extra skill point to spend when we level up? Or is it? I think it's actually these guys here. So every time we fell a tree, we get a certain amount of skill points here. So we have 4 now. So let's chop another tree. And let's see. Theoretically, we should be going to 6 because we were on 1 point before. We spent 1 point now, and now we should get 2 points. So does that count when we just chop the tree? Let me see here. Skills. We're at 7 now. So we get 3 points for doing that. Do we get any points for slaughtering the tree into logs? Let me see. Okay, now it's logs. Let's have a look. And it's 17, so that's another 10 points. Whoa, okay, so we basically get 13 points for that whole hullabaloo. And if we level it up, we get extra points. That actually seems pretty fair. Psst. Psst, Dagobert. You're not interested to talk to me right now. Are you crazy? All right, fine. I'm gonna get the other logs. All right, the last 5 logs. This took a very long time because each tree only gives you 2 to 3 logs. Here you go. All right, I bet, and you shall not regret that. Talk to Matilda. Excellent. So we're gonna get some food now as a reward. We finished the story. Beautiful. You better give me 1,000 reputation for this. Let's go and talk to Matilda. She has some goodies for us. Hopefully good food, because you can see we're absolutely starving. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. Please give me some... Oh, don't tell me she's asleep. Oh, my balls. She actually is like, okay, yeah, thanks for your help, but good night. Can you wake up? Wow. Ah, brilliant. Matilda is awake. We completed the quest at 10:30 this morning, and I'm hunting to eat and drink so I don't starve to death and don't die of dehydration since then. And it's 6:30 in the evening, and she finally woke up. So we can actually hand in the quest, which is brilliant. Thank you so much. And my soup, that smells delicious. So yeah, it probably wasn't worth the reward, but I really, really wanted to complete the quest because we're gonna have to go back to Unit Ghost, and I would have hated to not have handed in the quest. So we're gonna run through the night, because if we sleep now, we're going to finish this season, which actually completes the other quest as well. So that's actually really good. So we complete 2 quests when we talk to Unit Ghost again. Oh, that's brilliant. And that actually would wrap up the episode really nicely as well. So yeah, again, if the episode is very long, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure I finish the initial quests, because after them, it's kind of opening up a bit, and then we can start looking at the actual core features of the game more closely, like hiring NPCs, building special buildings, and all those shenanigans. All right, we're home. Let's sleep. Let's heal up a little bit again. There we go. Very nice. So we're fully healed, which is really, really nice. And we also completed now the Chapter 3 quest, which now has changed to successfully flirting and complete some quests for our neighbors. So we're not going to do this right now, but we're heading over to the village to hand in the last quest, where we were talking to Dagobert about the wolves, and Matilda giving us the nice soup and porridge as a reward, which I've put in my chest for safekeeping. They actually give us a lot of food. I'm going to take them with me next time I go on a big trip, so we don't have any problems with food. Oh, there's Unighost. Excellent. Let's talk to him. All right, how did it go with in Venica? Well, we told them, and they're preparing. Oh, a simple wool palisade, I assume. Yes, I think Dagobert is a man who is not afraid of wolves. Very good. All right. Okay, so this is completed now, and the next part of the quest is wait for further events. So this could mean one of 2 things. This could mean that we have to literally wait for a certain season to start, for a certain thing to become a thing, and then we get more quests available, or it turns automatically into one. But we also have the main quest here now, the Chapters quest, which is on Chapter 3, which continues and actually will... spend a talent point in the talent tree. We did that. It says, oh, look at that. We actually have one more quest to complete. And there is a quest actually here in the village, I think. And we can complete that. And then we have to successfully flirt to someone. And then we get 50 Dynasty reputation. And we get the development status small farms. Oh, 8 buildings limit. Nice. We get an increase in building limits. We actually leveled up a few times here in the skill tree. So let's have a quick look at that. We leveled up another times in survival from picking mushrooms. So we're going to put that point into here. And then we have a technology upgrade. Now, the way this works is we earned a lot of points in crafting. 61 points, and at 50 points we enabled the workshop, which we can now craft. But not only that, we can also now unlock, if we would want to, the stack of 10 wooden bolts. We can actually buy that schematic now if we want to. As you can see here, different schematics at different stages, and these schematics open up at 50 points. But we don't want to spend that, and we don't really need them right now. But we can now build the workshop. So if we go into here, into houses, no, that's the Sim Small House. Where is that? It's in storage? Nope. Here we go. Workshop. All we need is 8 logs, and then we can make a worker building for crafting wooden and rock tools and weapons. It is also a workstation for crafting and small storage. Very good. I like it. So this is really, really awesome. I think we got a lot done. And is there any quests actually available here? No? All right. Oh, there we go. Ingolf has a quest for us. We're going to do that, and that will be quest number 3 that we have to complete, and then we have to find a woman to flirt with to complete the challenge. Anyway, we're going to leave it here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. See you guys next time. Until then, as always, viel Spaß and happy gaming.